Very interesting. So what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I have been away for some days now, and I am back, and I'm putting this out immediately tonight. I have been holding my tongue for so long. Like, I could not wait to get back to my channel just to talk about this, because what is happening anymore? I just don't even know what else to say. I mean, I don't even know if I should care about what else to say. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh my God. I looked, and there she was with this bedazzled emerald, dress, the pumps on, the Nashville hair, makeup on. Sis is back with the pyrotechnics. I could not believe it. I was just like, I'm just going to let it play. So we in the background. While, yeah, like, I mean, I just was like, this is insane. I did. And I went and I posted it. I was like, you know what? I said, at first I made a joke. I was like, don't even bother Erika. Like, sis came out with the dress. She said, Charlie who? And she is here. Boss Babe is here. And this is what we're looking at. And a lot of people, too, are talking about this hug that she gave to Jason Aldean. Some people said it lasted a little too long. You're going to notice his wife kind of just looks over like, you still hugging him? She about to do it now like, damn, you still hugging him? So there it is right there. So, guys, we have a lot to catch up on, and everything is not going to fit in one video, but I'm going to talk about as much as I can. Here he is.
I just remember it rang like 3 or 4 times. I didn't know what to say. Those are the words that will change someone's life forever, and you have to be the one to say it. That was the first time I've ever called her during a campus tour stop.
And so Mikey called me, and I'll never forget him just being like, Charlie's been shot. He's been shot. Get the kids. Get security, get the kids, get them shot. I sprinted out of her treatment center, just collapsed in the middle of the parking lot. Called her security. Yeah. Unbelievable nightmare.
So according to Erika, Mikey called her within seconds. If you might remember, that Mikey McCoy has been under a lot of fire for how he reacted less than 1 second after Charlie was shot. He put his phone or his hands to his ears, looks like his phone, and began walking away. People were highly suspicious of this, and we were told by Turning Point USA, executive producer of The Charlie Kirk Show, Andrew Colvette, that Mikey did not make a phone call here. He, in fact, put his hands up over his ears because the shot was very loud. Remember this.
Last thing, because this is part of the video allegations here, is that they think they're alleging that he was on the phone immediately. He was not. He was taking social videos, which he would send to our group chat, which we would then put on Charlie's social while the event was happening, so you could see like the crowd come in or his interactions. And we were only 2 questions into this event, so he was still getting it out to all the chats he needed to do, which he did at every event. He turns around, and it was so blaringly loud, I'm told. You would know this better than I, but this is what I'm told. It was so blaringly loud, and he was so shell-shocked. He put his fingers in his ear, but his phone was still in his hand. He walks away.
Blake Neff, who's also on this Charlie Kirk Show from Turning Point USA, who was right next to Mikey McCoy when the shot rang out, also explained that Mikey McCoy and him separated. It was not until they reconvened after the fact, when he encountered Mikey with his lip quivering, that the phone call was then made to Erika and then to his father, Rob McCoy. Candace Owens came out straight up yesterday and said that this was an inside job. People are suspicious because of inconsistencies and lies like this. Which was it? Was it within seconds, as Erika said, or was it later after Mikey gathered himself?
Exactly. So
As
I just hate stopping people with their eyes closed, but exactly, he's absolutely right to even ask that question. But here's the thing is that I just kind of caught them in something else, because what I'm now remembering is that now they're saying that Mikey was, taking pictures, for Charlie to put to, like to send it to the chat so they could get the stuff out. But I'm a little confused, like, because remember the guy, and his name I think was Terrence. I think Diligent came out with his name. Anyway, the guy who ran to the wall, whatever, and started doing selfie videos and was like, oh, Charlie Kirk is dead, Jesus help me, remember that? And then Candace said she asked him something about who was he on the phone with or something. I can't remember. It was like, why was there a certain kind of camera or something? And he was like, because we needed it for home base, because Home base was watching it live too, and home base would Charlie wanted to be the first person to get this stuff out. So if Charlie's getting out, so wait a minute, if y'all had a team already, so the way he made it sound is that y'all had a team already at home base getting ready to get this stuff out fast. Why would Mikey be sending out pictures at the same time? It's like, what? So we got two people doing the same. I mean, two people can do the same thing, but if I'm paying somebody else to do it, why would I do it too? I'm not going to do it. Like, that's like me paying for somebody to edit my videos and I'm still editing my videos, or to make my thumbnails and I'm still making my thumbnails. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's another one. So breaking, I just feel like there's an inconsistency right here. And also, too, the whole thing about, like, this girl's wiping her eyes. I'm sorry. I don't have it. I'm done. I tried to be nice. I did, but I don't care anymore. I don't. Y'all gonna come after me anyway. This stuff does not feel right, and I'm not going to be told that it is right, okay? I also had a very robust debate with Bryson Gray, who worked for CPUSA, who's kind of like, on the official story kind of side of things, which is fine. But I was trying to explain to him that, when Charlie was dropped, nobody even tried to even grab the daggone tablecloth to put it on the wound. And I said, this is the stuff. This is American Heart Association guidelines, like, to save lives. We have ways, like, you're CPR certified. You know what to do. It kicks into gear. And everybody did abnormal things instantly. Of course, he said he does not take my word for it, even though I've done it plenty of times. But he said he wasn't taking my word for it, but it's cool. It's all right, because it is what it is. I know that after what happened to Charlie Kirk, if I was to see these people, if I was, like, marking someone doing an audit, like, if I was, like, the nurse manager or something, I saw that kind of behavior, how Charlie was treated after he was dropped, I would have everyone's licenses of me. I would be like, they cannot be, taking care of people. They can't be practicing medical medicine or whatever, life-saving in any fashion. I don't even want them to be medical secretaries at this point. But I'm just saying, because that's definitely what would have happened to me. And that's not me saying that in a sense to, like, be like, oh, if it was me, then that's what's supposed to happen. Like, if I was ever to treat a body like that, like, I hope people would call and be like, yo, cut her. Okay? All right, so there's that. There's just been so much going on. Let me see. Apparently, people are saying, because Candace, she debunked some stuff, and she had the text messages, and people are saying that the text messages are put together. Let's look at her debunking that.
I'm sliding. Hold on. Here we go. I found it. There we go. A little bit of typos. There we go. Okay, here we go, guys. Just to show you this, just looked up on my phone. These are not made up text messages. You probably want to see the date here and see the time sliding. Hold on. We did not make up these messages. Okay. Iron sharpens iron. It's not a dominance partnership. Each hand washes the other. It is what Christ talked about as true partnership, reliant yet separate. None other dominant. Of course, there is struggle, disagreement, but each side gets stronger and sharper because of the other. This is us describing our partnership. These are just real. Like, what an absolute nonsense to think that I would make up text messages. Like, it's just such a nonsense. I don't even know what would be the point of that. What would be the point of that? Okay. I was very clear at the beginning of this entire thing, no fakeness and no gayness. I ask that if you didn't get along with Charlie, you don't think that you can just drop $1 million and then rewrite history. Okay. You might have money. We have truth. That's what's on our side.
Well, you got money too, sis. But no, but yeah, no, this is what's happening. People are saying that she's lying about her text messages. I see people say a lot of things about her, and I'm forced to defend Candace Owens. And when I say forced to defend Candace Owens, it's like, I'm not saying it like, my principles, they just are what they are. We're not going to go into the backstory of why I have to say it like that, but it is what it is. I cannot sit idly by. Like, I'm seeing people are saying, oh, it's because of Charlie Kirk's dropping. Unfortunately, I have to call it that because, like, the words are they're going to silence us all too. I'm going to show you how. You're going to try to anyway. But, yeah. After Charlie Kirk's dropping, oh, that's why Candace Owens is the number one. Like, oh, that's why she's big. Y'all, come on, don't do that. What you need to know is that Cash Patel is, and why I'm showing you this is Elijah Schaefer, and I cannot show you like the full 14-minute video. Let's listen.
Actually shock you. About a couple months ago, I posted this photo on the public social media platform X. I posted it with no caption, no suggestions of any malintent or any slander, defamation, or criticisms of character. I did so attached to an X post shared by another account that I'm not connected to that talked about government agents being compromised. Now Alexis Wilkins is saying that I owe her $5 million for damages, the exact evaluation of my company, and if I cannot come up with that money, then I'm going to have to shut down my business, give up all of my digital assets and my entire voice online in order to pay her back.
So she's suing Elijah Schaefer. This is Cash Patel's girlfriend because he posted a picture, something about honey pots or whatever, right? Like probably playing around, whatever. He didn't use any words or anything, and so now she wants to sue him for everything he's got. So she wants to take him to the cleaners. This is to silence him. And I'm not saying that Elijah Schaefer's been talking about Charlie Kirk, but you know what he talks about. You know what nation he talks about, what little area he talks about, right? The one that you gotta bless them in order to be blessed, right? We reject Christian Zionism in all forms. We never forget it. But Sam Parker apparently is being sued by this woman too. And what does Sam Parker talk about? Well, Sam Parker talks about the Charlie Kirk case, and it has been really like delving into it. And so now they want to silence these people, and I just wonder why. So Candace Owens did talk about apparently when governments and people in powerful positions get caught lying, their only weapon is to sue people. It's absolutely pathetic and meant to scare us into silence. We will bankrupt you. These people should be treated with contempt. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm trying to go fast. And we go back again to, what is going on? Erika Kirk is spending more time in D.C. than Charlie did. Trump called her over for a kiss while he's doing an ambassador swearing-in ceremony. Why is she there so much? Is diligent asking the same question I'm asking. I said the same thing yesterday.
Where's Erika? Just show your name.
I couldn't believe it. When I saw this, I just said... And they're like, no, but this is her friend Sergio, and, Charlie would have been there, so Erika has to be there. What is going on? Like, no, she wants to be there, and it's okay. She's having fun. Okay. And then Candace Owens does talk about Brett Cooper. They still were attacking Brett Cooper. And she said, I'm glad they are misrepresenting and attacking Brett Cooper for her totally mid-illogical remarks because it catalyzes younger generations recognizing how disgusting and far-reaching they are and their obsessive need to control viewpoints. And this is the Israel lobby that came after Brett Cooper simply for saying that she was okay with a discussion. But they started coming after her when she said, I'm not going to stop being friends with Candace Owens. And then everybody was like, oh, okay, now I'm just going to go after her. And then America First Grape Gang says Matt Walsh should be ashamed because they always say Matt Walsh. Two women, Candace Owens and Brett Cooper, had the balls to walk out on the Daily Wire. Meanwhile, Matt is still clocking in, pocketing Shapiro's shekels like a good little boy. You need to stand up, Matt. He's not going to do it. I remember this fight on Twitter. I was there for it, and I covered it on this channel. And so that's what we have going on for the most part. I just want to make sure. This was one more thing that I saw. This Natalie Denise. I can't even stand this. It's the same people. There's just so much to keep up with that, like, I literally just cannot. Like, but I was looking for the video, and I guess I'll just have to find it. There it is. And so because of the sake of the time spent on this video, that now I just... Once I get started, I can't stop. So remember in the interview when Erika was like, people, they just post their children because they want to buy a stroller. They just keep posting their children online and they want to buy a stroller, and that's what they do, and they shouldn't be doing it. Me and Charlie always talked about that and basically wagged her finger at people who, it's not my thing, but I'm not here to tell you what to do, or whatever. I'm certainly not going to be a millionaire and tell you how to get your stroller money, right? I'm sorry. But you're doing the same thing though. Like this was from her. Watch, Erika Kirk posted a video of Charlie's daughter singing "Jesus Loves Me" to their infant son, a song Charlie routinely sang to them. Still tremendously heartbroken for this family. Keep praying for them. This is like the, you know what I mean, the surveillance camera, and so we clipped that and we posted it. Right? We weren't doing that before. So what's going on? But the people, the normies, who are trying to figure out this digital money, and it's not my say, are posting their kids. They get a little money for it, and we got to wag our fingers at them. And it's a shame to look at Charlie Kirk, but I'm going to tell you, everybody's moving on just like everything is fine. And I mean everybody. And so that's where I'm at with it. It is really a shame to see. It's weird because, yeah, like people could say, like, you weren't even his fan. You're just doing this for clout, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's not. I fought with myself to not talk about this stuff. But I'm sorry. More and more stuff kept coming out. And then I looked up. I said, this is wrong. No. From the day they involved me by putting it, right there on screen for everybody to see the way they took that man's life. And then right after, when he fell over, started leaking, and at one point where he was hanging off on a chair and nobody really kind of came in to do something, and then I saw that they picked him up like a deer and put him in the back of an SUV. That actually radicalized me. That's what made me say I need to say something about this. But then I was trying to stop myself, but then I couldn't. That's what I was like. I don't care how I feel about him in life form. What the heck was that? And I'm never going to stop asking that question. But anyway, never the black pill, always a white pill. Thank you guys for coming through. Let me see how I can try to shorten this. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.